Hi everybody, it's me, Dev Lemons from SongPsych here. Minecraft 1.17. It's a cool update. Sincerely and truly, I mean it. But what if we updated the update? Like added some things or changed some things about it? Today, that's what we're gonna do. Leave a like on this video to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, notification gang. Everything that we're using in today's video, it's linked in the description. Goats are great. Truly and sincerely, they're very cool. They're a really interesting mob, kind of, that was added in 1.17. They're in the game now, but they don't do much, and they're kind of missing something gigantic. What if we gave that gigantic thing to the goat? I'm sorry, my person, I'm not even gonna try with this name. Big shout out to you. Nicely done. So goats have this really cool mechanic, or at least eventually they're going to have this really cool mechanic where they charge you, and if they miss you and they hit like a block, like maybe a wall behind you, then they should drop their horns. So, goats. Anybody? I mean, I guess technically it doesn't have to be me. It could be another mob. So long as the goat tries to charge something, it misses and hits a wall, or just hits a wall in general, we should get the thing that we're supposed to get. Okay. So sooner or later, one of these goats is definitely going to have to try and run at me, right? I hear a screaming one too. Those ones are a little bit more violent. It definitely should work sooner or later. Trust me, guys. Trust me, it'll work. Okay, it's not working. Change of plans. This is what I'm thinking. We make the wall a little bit longer. This is going to be a really interesting mechanic to work with in 1.18, but we make the wall a little bit longer, and then maybe what we do, instead of just normal goats here, maybe we just summon some screaming goats. The screaming goats charge a little bit more often, so maybe if we had like, I don't know, 5 of them, maybe our odds should be a little bit better. So, oh, one of you did it. One of you did it. I heard it. You hit the block. Okay, we'll give more of them a little bit more time, though, because look it. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're charging. That's perfect. This is good. This is going exactly as expected, except we're not getting the thing. Another one did it. Another one hit the block somewhere. They keep doing... Oh, right over here. They're hitting this block right there. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? The goat horn. And it happened over there again. Every single time we hear that noise, a goat hit a block somewhere, like right there. Finally, I caught it. So when a goat rams and hits a block, it drops something. What does it drop? Of course, the goat horn. So this is most likely how it's going to work in 1.18, but unfortunately, goat horn didn't make it into 1.17. With this data pack, it does make it into 1.17. It's a really small change. Now, what does the goat horn do? Of course, good question. That. It plays the raid noise. Now, the raid noise doesn't actually do anything, but I have to say, I really like how this pack does it. Like, instead of that whole eating animation that Bedrock Edition has, there's like a ball of smoke that goes out of the horn, and you use the horn. Hey, it's pretty cool. If you're trying to get the goat horn, screaming goats, 100% the way to go. Get some screaming goats in your world, summon them in, breed them or whatever, set up a wall, and stand in front of it. Hopefully, eventually, it will happen. This next data pack is going to be one of those data packs that you're going to want to drop into your world before you generate it. At least I think you want to do that. I feel like it would make sense. Well, this is a terrible world, but it will do. It will technically work. So right over here, right off the bat, we can see what this data pack does. This data pack changes generation a little bit. Look at this geode right here. This is the biggest geode that you have ever seen in your life, and it's all thanks to this data pack. So if we just work our way inside of the geode, fix that back up, look at this thing. There's a literal ruin inside of the geode. It's gigantic. This is, like I said, the biggest geode that you've ever seen in the world. The data pack is really simple. The change that this data pack makes has to do with geodes, and honestly, it needs to be in vanilla Minecraft. Like, this is so cool. Creds to its Starcake for this one. It's amazing. So yeah, gigantic geode. Way bigger than a geode that you would ever find in vanilla. I think the geodes can get a little bit smaller too. Like this one right here. Yeah. Definitely a little bit smaller. It looks like it was cut off a little bit by this other one. But yeah, geode sizing in general, all of it's been changed. And apparently, they can get bigger than that one. This one looks way bigger. Is this bigger? No, not really. This is a little bit closer to a normal geode. It's still pretty big though. Yeah, if you didn't know, if you have night vision and you head out to the ocean, you can actually spot things under the water like really easy. Like geodes, like piece of cake. Here's another geode. This one feels a little bit on the bigger side. It's not as big as that other one, but it is still pretty big. Definitely bigger than what you would find in vanilla. Here we go. Perfect. This is the exact example I was looking for. So check out these geodes. Not every geode in this data pack gets really big. Some of the geodes can be pretty small. Like these two right here, they're like tiny. Over here, it's like practically Geode City. Like that's an insane amount of geodes. What is that? Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, maybe like 12 geodes in one spot. Yeah, Geode City. I'm truly in love with the idea of geodes generating in different sizes, especially some of these like really big geodes. Maybe geodes shouldn't be as common as they are in this pack. There's a lot of geodes, definitely. But really big geodes, like that would be amazing to find. You could literally set up a whole base inside of some of these geodes. It's kind of crazy. If I could add one thing to 1.18 right now, maybe two, a new wood type, a certain type of wood, and bigger geodes. I mean, the caves are going to be bigger anyway, so there's more room, right? So why not? Why not have bigger geodes? Burnt Toast is the creator of this next one. It's really, really cool. So 1.17 added a lot of new items, but there were actually a couple items that were added into the game that are like locked behind commands. One of the items is, of course, the bundle. So check out this recipe right here. It's not in 1.17. Even though it looks like it might be, it's actually not in the game. Without this data pack, this wouldn't work at all. Also, the recipe has been changed since the last time we saw it. See, the last time we saw the bundle recipe, instead of leather, you needed rabbit hide to make it. I like this new recipe a little bit more, to be honest. I definitely feel like rabbit hide needs a use, but honestly, it's just too hard to get. Rabbit spawning needs to get more common or something. But anyways, bundle recipe right there. It works in survival. Now, the bundle also works in survival like normal. Let's say you had all of your copper variants for some reason. You were just carrying them around. Well, craft a bundle and put all of those copper variants inside the bundle, and your inventory is going to look a whole lot better, a whole lot faster. Depending on what you're trying to accomplish here, you could also put some other things inside of your bundle too. Netherite block, a gold block maybe. This is a normal bundle. It works exactly like it works last time we saw it, other than the recipe. If you use it out in the open, everything goes on the ground. If you pick everything up and just pick things up one by one, you can actually drop things out of the bundle one by one. And to make things even better, you don't need a resource pack to do this. Like, it literally just works. It's amazing. It's truly amazing, and it's super streamlined. Like, it works with vanilla super well. Now, this one gets a little bit more interesting. So, these are the ingredients here. You're going to need glass panes, copper ingots, and then a light block. So, it could be any of these three blocks. Over to the crafting table, we put the glass like that. We put the copper at the bottom, and then we pick a light block. Doesn't matter. Again, glowstone, sea lanterns. Maybe you have a bunch of those. Maybe you just have a ton of streamlight. You can do that, and then there you go. A brand new block, too. The light block. It's completely invisible until we flip it to midnight. At midnight, we can see that there is definitely a light block somewhere in there. I think it's like right here. Yeah, it's a light block with a light level of 15. So in vanilla Minecraft, these things are 100% a creative mode only item. With a Zeta pack, you could actually get them in survival, which is pretty sweet. There's the block right there. If we want the block back, this isn't going to work though. It's going to be a little bit more tricky to get back. If I want to get this thing back, there's one more step involved here. So we have to craft a second light, throw it on the ground with a piece of tinted glass, and then we get this thing right here. This is the light remover. So where's that light block? Somewhere in here. Okay, let's try this again. I crafted a new light so I can see where the light block is now. Then light remover. There we go. So I actually don't think you even need another light block. So if we put those two things down and then we just use the light remover and we're near the light, it should work. I think it should be able to, yep, there we go. We just have to kind of guess and find it. You could use like the light levels to figure that one out. But yep, there we go. We can get it back just like that. Place the light block down and you have an invisible light source that actually works. You could definitely use these light blocks to light up a whole field and block all the spawns. Not exactly vanilla-like, but it's cool. Definitely really cool. Speaking of crafting things, Kai1907 hooks us up with a bunch more crafting recipes. This data pack is called the 1.17 Crafting Tweaks data pack. The pack does exactly what the name says. It tweaks some crafting recipes in 1.17, including the bundle recipe. We were just talking about this. If you want the original recipe with the rabbit hide, this data pack right here, that has it. And these are real recipes. Like, these things will actually work in-game in survival Minecraft. Here we have a piece of dirt, we have a piece of hanging roots, and we can combine them to a single block of actual real rooted dirt right there. But it gets even better. This one right here is like my favorite recipe. 2 pieces of the worthless, 2 pieces of quartz, and we get 2 blocks of calcite. Amazing block. Such a good looking block, and I love the idea of being able to actually craft this stuff like in survival easily. Like amazing, perfect, definitely. So quartz, you might want to actually build with the quartz though instead of crafting into calcite. Now, building with quartz can be a little bit annoying because the stuff is kind of rare, and if you were to let's say make a bunch of chiseled quartz on accident, but you actually wanted the bricks, well, you would be stuck with the chiseled quartz until today. This data pack makes an amazing change to quartz. If you like building with this stuff, good news. You craft too much of the wrong type of thing, well, you could just use the wrong type of thing to make whatever you're trying to make. So usually, if you still craft the stuff with the crafting table, if you're trying to make quartz bricks, this is what you would need. Block of quartz, 4 of them like that, into quartz bricks. But now we could use literally anything. We use quartz pillars right there to make those. We could use quartz pillars like this right across the bottom. Doesn't matter at all. And it makes normal quartz slabs. Same with chiseled quartz. Same with all of the quartz variants. Right here, smooth quartz. Well, it's going to make smooth quartz slab. But let's say we did 4 like that. There we go. We have the bricks. I don't like this one. I have to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this one. Coarse dirt right there, and it gets you dirt slabs, or at least it's meant to be a dirt slab. See, for this one, there's a resource pack, but it didn't work. The link took me to a different data pack, which I tried, and it just didn't work. So here's what it should look like. 3 pieces of coarse dirt, 6 coarse dirt slabs. Dirt slabs? I don't know. And it's backward compatible too. 2 slabs in the crafting table turns it back into a solid block. This one actually looks correct for me without the resource pack. Put these 2 petrified oak slabs right there and we get a block of coarse dirt. But yeah, dirt slabs. If you don't like the recipe, just don't use it. This recipe is really interesting, but for some reason I can't really get it to work. So cobble deep slate in the corners like that. Crying obsidian right there. Redstone, diamond. And we're meant to be able to craft a skulk sensor. A survival-friendly way to actually get this thing, which is pretty cool. I've tried a couple different things, though, and I can't get it to work. If it did work, it definitely would be pretty cool, though. Moving on, we have a soul sand recipe and a quartz recipe. So soul sand in the crafting table in a square turns into soul soil. And quartz in a crafting table, block of quartz, turns right back into nether quartz right there. That is amazing. That is so good. That is such a nice recipe. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. Maybe you need 1 piece of quartz and you only have blocks of quartz. You're trying to make a comparator. Not a problem. Crafting recipe additions are always cool ones, especially if they help you get an amazing block, one of your favorite 1.17 blocks, that is just so hard to get. That's a good feeling. This next pack was created by Jedi Slayer 19. Big shout out. So maybe you don't like the raw ores in 1.17. Well, drop this pack into your world, mine a block of ore, and I didn't do it right. Hold on. Aha, let's try that again. Big shout out Jedi Slayer 19 for this data pack. 1.17 made a change to iron ore and gold ore. This data pack makes a change to gold ore and iron ore. So check this out. Block of iron in 1.17. If I mine it, I get raw ore like I got a second ago, unless I have this data pack. This data pack reverts it back to before 1.17 ways. If you just can't get used to the future, this is the data pack for you right here. You get normal gold ore block from the gold ore. You get normal iron ore block from the iron ore. How do you get the raw ore blocks now, though? I don't know. If you really don't like the change, though, this pack is definitely the pack for you because it works every single time. All that you need to do is find a block and mine it, and you get exactly what you would have gotten before the update. Go to the furnace, place it down, put fuel, put the block inside of the furnace, and it'll smelt up just like it always would have smelted up in the good old days. A single iron ingot, right there, piece of cake. So you could use this pack to just put it back to how it was, or maybe you could just get used to the future. Don't worry, this pack doesn't make any changes to copper. Still works how it normally does in 1.17. King mode stuff right here. While the world loads up, I'd like to send a huge shout out to Austin Frisch for the data pack. King mode stuff. A brand new world. The FOV is a little off, but a brand new world. It feels good. Hey, Jungle Temple at spawn. This is actually kind of insane. A brand new world. Well, how about we do the first thing that we do in every world, which is locate ruin portal. Yes, that would make sense. Okay, so ruin portal, loot chest right there. I actually didn't mean to locate the ruin portal. I meant to locate the ocean ruin, the first thing that we do in every single world. Yes. Okay, so the ocean ruin. I found it. Finally, I've located it. It's right here. The second thing that I do in every world is give myself infinite night vision. So there we go. Now we can go ahead and excavate this ocean ruin. Just look for the loot chest in here. Maybe we'll get something good. Excuse me, sir. Here is something. Oh, yes. Yes. That works. Off to a solid start in my world. I found an axolotl inside of that loot chest. Nice. Anyways, though, moving on. In my new survival world, after I find one ocean ruin, I always go and find a second ocean ruin. So what I'm going to do here in 100% survival is locate a second ocean ruin. There's got to be one somewhere over here. They're so common. Always. I'm not finding any ruins so far. I found a geode, though. That's pretty sweet. Yes, finally, 100% survival. I have finally located a second ocean ruin right here. Second thing I do in the world is find the ocean ruin, and we do the same thing. We check it out, and we find the loot chest. There's got to be one somewhere in here. I'm pretty sure. I think they're always at a ruin. Yes. Yes, there is. There is one right here behind this wall. We're not lucky this time. But it's okay. I found another one. Third one's the one. Oh, third one's the one. Axolotl inside of the ocean ruin loot chest, sometimes. And these are real axolotl too. Yep, you can go to the ocean ruin loot chest and actually loot an axolotl, but be careful. Don't put them by the magma block. Axolotl are amazing, but of course, they need water to survive. So that's why you're only going to find them inside of ocean ruin loot chests. There's water inside of the chest. Those are 6 Minecraft 1.17 updates. What do you think? Which update was your favorite? Thank you so much for watching today's video, everybody. I appreciate it. If you haven't yet, leave a like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. You get a new video every single day. It's pretty cool. And always remember, the axolotl deserves your soul. Axolotl supremacy.